I was so exhausted from trying to be straight or pretend I was straight and not actually have people know who I was, how I was struggling, how I was processing things.
Maybe you're an LGBTQ plus or same-sex attracted person who believed the same lie I did, that your sexuality or gender made it impossible for you to follow Jesus.
My view of human sexuality started to influence what I believed about Jesus instead of the other way around.
And I was like, dude, I'm not gay, I don't identify that way, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Listen to me, you are waiting to be heterosexual to be loved by God.
For a lot of us, it can be hard to separate our idea of who Jesus is and how he feels about us from some of what we've heard Christians say about LGBTQ plus people.
Some of my first thoughts were, well, I don't want to become a Christian because Christians are lame and stupid and mean. But I couldn't, that didn't matter in the face of the fact that the gospel was true.
God is in the LGBTQ hangouts in your community. God is working in the lives of your trans friend or coworker that you're building a relationship with. You don't have to be afraid because you embody the Spirit and God is already working in their lives.
Boy, if I could convey anything to people who are struggling with this kind of stuff, it's God loves you.
For the first time in my life, I had seen there are other people like me. There are other people that share my story, that share my lament, that share my desire to figure out how to navigate the intersection of faith and sexuality.
We are going to have to be okay with a world that does not understand what we're doing and how we're doing it and the reason we're doing it. The only thing we can do is say, come and see.
If I could talk to myself when I was younger, I would want to tell that kid that there's a lot of really beautiful stuff that God is doing, not in spite of this part of my life, but because of this part of my life.
The invitation to follow in Jesus' footsteps is equally available to each one of us. No one is excluded. The real Jesus is the Jesus of the upside-down kingdom. The Jesus who calls his followers to die to everything we thought we needed, and then to discover on the far side of that death a life that's so much better than our wildest dreams.